Hi everybody, good morning. It's Thursday morning, Jupiter's Day. Um, I woke up this morning being asked to do a reading for the group by those above. And hey, it's always a pleasure to do a group reading, but I am very pressed for time, so please excuse me if this is a bit rushed. Okay. So I was directed to use the Tarot of Trees, and I was directed towards using the Rider-Waite deck as well. So the spread I've used is a little miniature tree. It has sort of branches and things and roots. And we'll start with the root. Okay, so the root currently for the situation we find ourselves in the world and in our personal lives, the root is happiness. And I know you're all going to say, well, I'm not very happy with the world situation or my life at the moment. But actually, that's the root. That's the root that we need to feed from and to nourish, is happiness. This is actually a card of Jupiter in Pisces, which is where Jupiter is currently. It's there along with the Sun and Neptune. So this is very much what the spirits of tarot want us to recognize, is our bliss. Okay, Jupiter is such a benevolent planet, okay, and it's a rum situation where you can't see the positive, and tarot is always very good at directing our attention to the best for us. Okay, so the best for us at the moment is to root ourselves down in whatever is our bliss. Okay, this is a little goddess tree drawn here on this card. I think she's fantastic. And she's got her 9 cups up there to celebrate life. Okay. And because it's a root card, I'm reminded to use the Ace of Cups. I've chosen this card deliberately. This is chosen by Spirit. To remind ourselves the root, these cards, the aces in the Rider-Waite-Smith deck and in the Golden Dawn, are called the roots of the powers. So this is the root of the power of the cup suit, is the Holy Grail. And you see, this is limitless light. This is light flowing like liquid, endlessly, endlessly. It's infinite light, okay? Infinite love, infinite, and infinite peace as a dove of peace coming in to bless the waters of life. So it's always good to know where you're coming from. So we're coming from that Ace of Cups as our deep, deep root. But currently, this is the root that our spiritual guides want to point out to us, is our bliss. What makes us happy? To dig down into that, to live that, to express that. Okay? And that's important because we all know at the moment this is the current situation. And it's being here depicted as the King of Swords. Okay. And it doesn't look like a lot of fun, and it doesn't look like bliss. But heck, the King of Swords is a wonderful character in our sort of pantheon of helpful spiritual people. So despite what appears to be happening in the outer world, how things are manifesting, what's actually the truth of it, the key to it, that's where tarot goes. The key to it, the truth of it, is the truth. The truth is coming out, okay? And we can see that. We can see that, surely. You can see that. The truth is coming out. It might be a bit disruptive, but it's coming out. Now, the King of Swords is kind of an emblem of Arthur, because here we have Excalibur, literally in the stone, the sword in the stone. And here we have the earth and this huge, huge tree, and this is the huge tree of humanity. And the King of Swords stands up for the whole of humanity. Okay, the right of every person to be a sovereign being. That means everyone. There's no room in this for any hatred or any criticism of anyone else. Okay? So, again, the colour's not showing up very well on my screen today. But this is the purple flame up here. And the swords are all purple on this deck. And purple is the color of our crown chakra and our higher mind. Okay, and when I show you the Ace of Swords, which is the root of this suit, you see that the Ace of Swords reaches up beyond our crown chakra, up above it. That's where it focuses. And when we focus there, it's a lovely experience, and we bring down the palm, which is victory and liberation, and the olive, which is peace. So, yeah, that's where our focus is in the current situation of the world. That's actually the truth of what's going on. And the King of Swords is trying to show us that from a humanitarian perspective. And I know people are suffering. I don't want to underestimate or sound cruel in any way. But the card is trying to show us that this is what we have chosen to do. It's our truth, that everyone is sovereign. Yeah, everyone's entitled to their opinion. No one opinion is better, more true, or more right than anyone else. It's our truth. So it's quite important that we understand that truth is what is the essence of what's going on. Now, I don't have to look deeply into that card to try and find a solution. There are solutions within the card itself, but this spread is designed so that it comes up with a resolving action to take. So here it is, individually and collectively. Here is our resolving action. And this is the Three of Wands. This card literally is the sun in Aries. So the equinox is just around the corner. It's on the 20th this year. And this is really tarot indicating how the future calls to us as much as our past and affects our present. It's the equinox that we should be looking towards, that new energy coming in, okay? As well as that, this card is about absolute support of every element of a situation. The four elements and spirit are represented on this card. Every element is represented. And the idea behind that is that everyone knows what's best for them. We don't have to help them because we make them victims sometimes by helping, okay? We do physically help them, but we must avoid making them into victims, okay? And so the card says to treat everyone as if they know what's best for them, because they do. And that's true of you too. You know what's best for you. And you have every right to whatever you think is best for you. Okay, every right. That's what the King of Swords defends. So yes, it's complex, but you haven't got to solve the complexities. You just need to be giving off the vibe that everyone knows what's best for them. And in doing that, you support the very best in everybody. And that is what brings in the new energy. Yeah. A happy community. Yeah. Supportive of each other by allowing everyone to do what they believe is best for them. Yep. That way there's peace. I know it sounds weird, but that way is peace. And the outcome is the Hermit, which is a card of Virgo, which is where this moon is going to go full. I think tomorrow is it's the 18th, I think we have the full moon in Virgo. So the Hermit is the world tree of humanity flourishing. Yeah, carrying a light that guides. And that is, it harks back to this. It's by allowing everyone to be themselves, to respect and give credit to their very best, to believe in the best in everyone. And that way, we create a situation of healing, because the Hermit is a healing card. The wise guidance he brings in is the light, the lantern, the light that heals. And Virgo itself is a healing sign. And as the moon goes there to be full, it brings up, it highlights all that needs to be healed. And it's only by bringing out our symptoms that we can heal them. Yeah? We see them when we know we need healing. We don't have to focus directly on the symptom. We just know then that we need healing. And right now the world needs healing. So it's to focus on the healing of the world, to focus on the healing of each other, and to focus on the healing of ourselves. And because we are all one, because we are all linked by the world tree, we can heal us and it will heal others. So that is what's going on for this time. And you trust that your inner wisdom, that you know what's best for you, and everyone else knows what's best for them too. Okay? This is a healing process. We shouldn't be criticizing and questioning how it's happening. That is how it's happening. Yeah? So Virgo, unlike the Hermit, the sign Virgo will tend towards criticism and analysis. And it's important to go with the wisdom which doesn't criticize and doesn't analyze, but knows from within. Okay, so trust your own higher self. You have a massive team up there of guides and ancestors that all coalesce into being called your higher self, which is the Hermit. Let your higher self guide you. Link to your bliss. Okay? Blessings to you all. Mwah. Bye for now.